Hey there, this is Clay with RelationshipInnerGame.com. And in this video, we're kind of stepping things up a little bit. You know, we have this cool background, which is my actual real-life bookshelf. I've been told it makes me seem more personable or something. So we decided to put some like backgrounds in rather than just a plain white wall. But anyway, in this video, we're going to get right at it and let you know 7 ways to tell whether or not you are in the friend zone with your ex. Okay, so question number 1, test number 1. Get your pencils ready. Sharpen your number 2 pencils. Get your Scantron sheets prepared to fill in the bubble completely. Yes or no? Were you and your ex in a romantic relationship with one another? If you were, then you are not in the friend zone. Okay, that's because your ex already has an established track record for being romantically inclined towards you, toward being attracted towards you, and that's not something you can just flip off easily. It's something that is most likely going to stay there for a long time, barring any sort of massive physical disfigurements or major personality breaks or anything like that. Your ex is probably going to be attracted to you for a long time. So if you were in a romantic relationship with your ex, then you are probably not in the friend zone. Question number 2. Did you have sex with your ex and they actually enjoyed it? If the answer to this one is yes, then you are not in the friend zone, because again, sex is built upon, ideally, a feeling of attraction towards one another, and if you and your ex were attracted towards one another, then there is that track record of attraction being present, which means that again, you are not in the friend zone, right? Because attraction is not something that can just kind of go and flutter away like a precious little snowflake, right? It's something that is most likely going to be there for the long haul, okay? Question number 3. Was your ex genuinely feeling affection or positive feelings towards you, right? These are also a sign of attraction, and again, that's probably not going to just go away, especially, you know, if you two of you did have a romantic relationship, which given that they are your ex, you probably did. Next of all is your ex says they are not attracted to you anymore. If your ex says that they are not attracted to you anymore, then you are not in the friend zone. And again, this is because, you know, they were attracted to you at one point, but they say that they're not now. Now you might be thinking, well, Clay, duh. They said they were attracted to me, and now they say they're not attracted to me. If they're not attracted to me, then clearly I'm in the friend zone, right? But no, that's not true. It's not a matter of them not being attracted to you. It's a matter of them not feeling that attraction towards you, right? Because there's still that flow of attraction happening between you and your ex, and you and your ex, right? It just goes kind of back and forth in a wonderful little attraction circle. But if that attraction is being blocked, then they're not going to feel it. If it's being blocked by something, it's just not going to get through to them. So what potentially could be blocking your ex's feelings of attraction for you? I'm glad you asked. The answer is that it's negative emotions, baggage, and history between the two of you. It's the things that happened either before, during, or after the breakup, right? These are the things that have caused this sort of wall to come up between you and your ex. It's blocking out the attraction. And so that's why your ex might actually feel attraction towards you, but they just simply don't recognize it. It just doesn't register because it's being blocked by, you know, maybe some feelings of betrayal or lack of trust or hurt feelings over something that happened or didn't happen, or something that somebody said or didn't say, or some miscommunication or misunderstanding, right? That could be something that's blocking the feelings of attraction from allowing them to actually feel it and let the attraction do what it naturally does, which is bring the two of you back together again. Okay, the next sign, or the next question rather, is that your ex says that the two of you should just be friends, okay? So this can be like kind of a pain-inducing thing for a lot of people, is when your ex says, oh, well, we should just be friends. It makes them think, that's it, I'm in the friend zone. You know, a girl did this to me once in high school, I had a crush on her, and she said, let's just be friends, and it was totally the friend zone, right? Therefore, it must be the same with my ex. But it's not the case, because again, if you have a track record for being attracted to one another, it's not just going to go away, right? It's going to stick around for a while. So if your ex says, let's just be friends, what's happening is that they are, at least on some level, sort of some unconscious level, aware that they still feel that attraction for you, but again, it's being blocked by those negative feelings, history, baggage, all that stuff. But they can kind of sense that it's there and it's just being blocked, right? And so they want to keep you around. They want to keep you in their life. They want to keep you sort of close to them in a certain way. So they say, let's just be friends. Now, of course, there are times when people are going through breakups and they say, let's just be friends and all that stuff, and then they, never call you again, and it's just sort of like a nice way of letting you down or something. But if they are genuinely keeping you in their life and stuff like that, then it probably is just the fact that they want to keep you close without really losing you, okay? The next question in our little test here is whether or not your ex is in a new rebound relationship directly after the breakup with you. If you're answering yes to this, then there's a very strong chance that your ex actually still is attracted to you, okay? Now, I know that these days a lot of people go into rebound relationships immediately after a breakup. And I think this is unfortunate, not only because it really hurts a lot when you find out that your ex is in a rebound relationship, but it also is kind of a symptom of people not really dealing with their emotions in a healthy way. Instead of actually coping with the feelings of loss and grief and all that stuff from the breakup, they're just sort of burying that in a new relationship, right? So if your ex left you, you probably don't need me to tell you that that breakups hurt and stuff like that. You're feeling the intense rejection and all of that. But what you may not understand is that your ex is also feeling a lot of pain and loss and deep negative feelings from that breakup as well too. And I don't know what the circumstances of your particular situation was, but I can pretty much guarantee you your ex is feeling a lot of really negative, dark feelings because of that. Now, if your ex is a healthy and enlightened person, hopefully they are dealing with those in an appropriate way by working through those feelings on their own and all that stuff, so that those can be resolved and they can move forward from there and do whatever with a healthy set of emotions. However, if they're dealing with them in a less than healthy way, one way that they might deal with that is by jumping into a rebound relationship. And simply because people jump into rebound relationships without really fully processing their emotions kind of coming out of the previous relationship, that's a common reason why rebound relationships really have a really poor track record of succeeding in the long run. It's because you're kind of bringing all of this baggage in there. It's kind of like a ticking time bomb. It'll just eventually go off and kind of blow up the rebound relationship. So if your ex is in a rebound relationship, they probably still do feel a lot of attraction towards you. They probably still do have a lot of strong feelings towards you. It's just that they may not be dealing with those in a healthy sort of way right now, okay? And the final question to find out whether or not your ex is in a rebound relationship or not is, are they telling you about a new relationship that they are in? Are they talking about like, oh, how much better this relationship is than the one they had with you, or how much they miss you, or are they like constantly comparing the relationship you had with the relationship that they have with somebody else or something like that? And if that's the case, then they are still very much romantically attached to you. There's still a lot of romantic threads sort of spun around you in their mind, so to speak. And they're still kind of comparing their new relationship to the relationship they had with you. In essence, they're actually kind of still in a relationship with you, except that you're not an actual active participant in it. It's like they're either in a reaction relationship where it's like, oh, well, this new person I'm dating is the complete opposite of you, because they're like, but they're totally the opposite of you. So it's like a reaction against some quality that you had or something like that. Or they're just kind of like, replacing you with a different person in a new body or something like that, and trying to have the same relationship or something along those lines. And that can often be, another really common way that rebound relationships don't work out in the long run. But if your ex is comparing the relationship that they had with you to their new relationship, or telling you about it, or broadcasting about it in some way that they know that you're going to hear about, then they probably still do have a lot of feelings towards you, and they probably still are attracted to you, and you are probably not at all in the friend zone. Okay, so again, this has been Clay. The long story short is that you are not in the friend zone with your ex if you had a romantic relationship with them. Okay, I promise you, I've never once heard of somebody just being put in the friend zone, zero feelings, 100% platonic, just in the point of no return, the dungeon of friendship after a breakup. You know, since I've been doing this since 2009, and I've never once heard an instance of this happening. So I promise you, there's a lot more going on beneath the surface in the emotional world of your ex and stuff like that than meets the eye. So even if they say, oh, well, I just see you as a friend, or I'm not attracted to you anymore, please do yourself a favor and look a little bit deeper. In the meantime, if you'd like to get a little bit more help with your breakup and relationship, please head on over to relationshipinnergame.com and sign up for my newsletter that helps people going through breakups get back together with their ex. I'll share with you tips, strategies, advice, all kinds of things that you can do to kind of make steps forward and make progress between you and your ex so that you can get back together. If that is in your best interest, please head on over to relationshipinnergame.com and you can sign up there. Until next time, this has been Clay, and I will see you then.